All right, you got $100 to spend on silver. Are you going to buy a round or are you going to buy a bar? Let's break it down. Welcome back to Stacking Solo. This episode we are going to be talking about bars to rounds. Which do you prefer? Which is in your collection? And which are you stacking more often? And then, of course, if you had $100 right now, which one are you going with? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of this episode. Let me know what you're spending your money on, bar or round, government or private mint. And yeah, let's get going. So, bars to rounds, which do you prefer? Are you going to be going rounds or are you going to be going bars? Which is in your stack? Let's start. So, first off, we can just split it into two. By and large, rounds can be government and your bars are usually privately minted. We'll get into some specifics in some further episodes where there are some government minted bars, but those again are specially minted, limited run, and so forth. So, $100 on silver. What are you stacking and go? So, we'll just start with the rounds on this side. You can see we got the American Silver Eagle, Britannia, and the Canadian Maple Leaf right here. Just 1 ounce silver rounds. And then, of course, we got some generic acai and just I don't know who made this one, but 1 ounce buffalo round. Overall, government coins, you get the rounds. So you got a coin within the round, or you just got a regular round itself. You've got the bar within just the weight. Another positive for a pro for this, you can obviously see the designs compared to very sleek and very neutral. It doesn't matter if it's the nadir, if it's a 1/4 ounce USCG, or if it's the Sunshine Mint. They're simple. Bars are plain, and there's not much to them. Whereas with your rounds, you've got a load of designs that go from your basic, which again, they make acai bars and maple leaf bars. We can throw those up. But the overall point is that your design, that's not really what you're getting with a bar. So with that, your premium is probably going to be lower. If your premium is lower, obviously you can stack a little bit more for your value with these. But whenever looking at resale, these right here tend to do better. And sometimes you can even get under spot on this if you have somebody that's not really wanting to be too good to you, and you need the money, so you have to part with it. So that is the unfortunate thing about bars. Now within bars, they are still cool. They are still right there at the value, in my opinion. I've actually seen bars tend to trade a little bit higher whenever it is an auction format. And again, the weight can vary. I mean, just look at a 1 ounce round compared to this Germania Mint 5 ounce bar. I mean, you can understand it once you look at the thickness. It is a nice little hunk of silver right there with the serial number and everything. So your bars come just like your rounds, various weights, not so various designs, usually privately minted, so they're cheaper coins, cheaper than government coins. They're still recognized, though. That's the best thing about bars to me, is that if you go with Sunshine Mint or Germania or literally anywhere, Nadir, all of these are well known. If you get with a trusted and well known minting company, Scottsdale Mint's another one, um, your value is going to be holding, and you can pretty much trust that you're getting what you're paying for. Whereas with your rounds themselves, obviously they're going to be more expensive. You can usually trust them. It's usually harder to fake around just because the minting designs and details and then the process that goes within it, which we've talked about before. And if I'm going to go with either just fresh out and, if I'm brand new to the game and I've got just a little bit of money and I'm wanting to go with some bars, my recommendation is to start with these 1 ounce and 5 ounce bars. Just stack up as many of them as you can in a reasonable time frame, not putting yourself in any hard situation, because this is an investment, so you shouldn't be going under for it. But start small and then work your way up, get the 10 ounce and you can get your kilo and whatnot. But Start small, that way your value holds, and if you need to part any, it's easier to part with 10 single ounces than what it is to part with a whole single 10-ounce bar. And then you may even get a little more value off of it, since it's easier to sell individual ones than it is to sell an entire 10-ounce. Now, another thing that I would just say is, stick to the mints you know. Stick to the mints that you know and the people that you trust. Though we see this stuff being sold online everywhere now, it can be really risky. And there are all kinds of stuff. I'll throw some up here now. You've got your 5-ounce Buffalo rounds. You've got your 10-ounce bars. It really ranges in so many things. But if you're buying online, there's always a risk that, that you could be scammed. So going with your trusted dealers, that's really the biggest thing that I could say, and the biggest advice that I could give for it. And then moving on, I guess we can just go into what I prefer. There's all kinds of designs, and that's really what I want to get across, is that whenever it comes to bars, these are just out of one of the containers that I have there. But you can see you've got so many designs. You got Perth Mint, you've got your Liberty bar, you've got your APMEX 007. I love the Perth Mint. That's just beautiful. And then the same thing with the coins. You guys get your maple leaves. You got your 1 1/4 ounce New Guinea rounds. Your government rounds just go into anything and everything. We got a Sunshine Mint round there. We've got a generic, just troy ounce silver there. So again, government or not, generic or not, you got silver bars to silver coins. Which one you choosing? Which one you going with? $100 on the line. You're buying today. What are you stacking? Let me know in the comments. Sorry it was a little rough, but we're always learning. That's how it is at Stacking Solo. I appreciate you guys watching again. I appreciate you showing any channel you are to, or any love to the channel that you are. It goes a long way and it means a ton to me. So thank you guys again. And remember, Stacking Solo doesn't mean stacking alone. We'll see you later.